ba chicka 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 ba chicka. Dear video diary ba chicka ba chicka. You know, I'm in a pretty good mood, as you can already tell. Today is February the 8th, 2008. It is 1:44 p.m. Yeah, as you can see, the necklace is gone. I officially have completely and utterly decided to stop masturbation completely. And I'm dead serious. I right after that very spiritual thing that I had, I threw away my necklace, my key, my ring, because I felt as if I was actually just using that ring to motivate me to have like sex with a girl. And I threw away my chain because I felt that that was a part of it, and my bracelet because it matched, so it reminded me of it, right? So I threw that away. I even had a you know what, I'm gonna just say I had a penis pump, okay? And yeah, I threw that away too. I might get one more whenever I get married, but then it would just be to actually sexually fulfill my wife's needs if she so chose to, like that. And I threw away all porn, all any resemblance of any women that look any good at all. Threw all those away. My phone now was originally a Maxim models, but I deleted that, and now I put this for what I stand for. It says Born Again Christian, because that's what I am. And it's just this huge change. And after that moment, I remember I was like crying really bad because I did not want to give up the idea of getting married. For the longest time, that's what kept me motivated, kept me moving on every day. Every day of my life, I would pray for a wife. Every single day, I would pray, Father, please give me somebody every day. And it became a ritual. And it came to my mind that that was actually selfish of me and evil. That ring was a good thing to start out with, but it turned out evil in the end. I was basing everything on a material thing. So instead, I was crying, and at the minute I say I surrender my loneliness, my celibacy, my virginity, my relationships, my flirtation over to you, Father, that's immediately whenever this thing came over me, and I just went through everything, removed everything, and I even wrote on my planner, March the 6th, I will be 1 month sober from pornography and masturbation. So every day in the morning I pray to Father God for just one more day of no masturbation. I know that sounds silly, but it's truth. Unless, of course, you're married, it's considered unholy. Once you get married, you can have, as long as you're thinking about your wife, then, or watching your wife on film, you know, doing her thing, then you can do your thing, and it's perfectly holy. But until you actually get married, it's not good. So I finally came to it, and I just became that way. But afterwards, I felt so much more blessed. I really did. And after that moment, I felt so much happier. I don't have the same lust feeling as I did before to women. Now I don't find myself looking at women like I want them, like I did before. But now looking at them like and talking like a normal human being, because that's what I wanted. And Father God finally gave that to me. I'm finally just looking at women and talking to them normally, you know? And any girl who I do feel lust towards, I really look away from her, and I remind myself not to do that, because I know that's not what I stand for. so I finally came to the thing that I was willing to be lonely for the rest of my life as long as Father God is happy about it. And I had to mean it, and it was the hardest thing in the world for me to do. But once I came over that edge, I finally figured out the evil of my own ways, and I'm finally happy where I'm at. Now I'm even watching my mouth more and the words I say. And I'm become such a stronger Christian because of that incident and that happened. And it's all just basically about sex, and it changed everything about me. Not to follow society. It doesn't matter what society thinks in general about virginity, celibacy, waiting until marriage, or just sex in general. It matters of what I think and where my faith stands. And my faith stands in God. And if anybody has a problem with this, I couldn't care less. I pray that they have the knowledge to realize that it is self-discipline and self-choosing. But this is just the way that I've chosen to live my life. So I went over there and to talk to that one girl, and her roommate is actually pregnant, so she's not there. And even though I'm willing to be lonely the rest of my life, I know in my heart that I don't want to. I do want to get married. I do want to have a family, have kids. I want all of that. I could live honestly now and forevermore alone, but I would always feel that little emptiness. And even though the burden has left my heart completely, I still would feel that emptiness deep inside my heart, of wanting and needing a relationship with another human being, and just to be loved by another human being more than just a friendship. So I'm not gonna come on to girls as I did before, like being flirtatious or teasing. I'm going to talk to them like a normal. And me giving the cheesecake and cookies to her roommate to give to both of them, it's a nice way. And I said, you know what, if y'all want to come over, watch a movie, play checkers, I mean, there's no sexual innuendos in that whatsoever, right? That to me was fulfilling. And if they want to, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. It's a matter of their choice. And I'm not going to pressure any girls into wanting to go out with me or whatever, or try to flirt with any more women anymore. I'm just going to let them decide whether or not they want to be with me. So, yeah, I was on the bus a bit ago. For the first time, I was sitting next to a pretty cute girl, and I really didn't feel any loss towards her at all. No, I was like just carrying a simple conversation, and she may have felt that, but I didn't. And she was cute. Blonde hair, blue eye is my favorite. And the same goes for lots of girls that I've been talking to. I'm just not feeling the same thing anymore. It's just like left my system completely. And any girl, like I said, that I do feel hot towards, I look away immediately. And like, if I try to look back, like, don't look, you know. So I've become a real strong Christian after that. I think that was a miracle of mine, and I'm becoming a lot more friendly. I'm happy finally for a change in my life. For a long amount of time, I was pissed off at everything, and now I honestly feel like I found true happiness because of this. Because I finally surrendered everything over. That's crazy for non-believers to believe it, but it's true. There's a difference between being saved and being surrendered. And I found it. And I found the more I surrender over stuff, then life becomes easier. So, I'm happy to be alive. And I'm happy to be who I am. And if I have to be alone for the rest of my life, as long as Father God is happy, then I'm happy too. And I believe that 100%. I'm 100% positive about that. Now more than ever. Before I used to lie about it, keep aside, but no. Now, this time I know for sure. Father God's happy, I am. Because I found happiness because of that. I was willing to give up the thing I desired most. And because of that, I found happiness. So, that's it for me.